Welcome back. My name's Katie and I love The Sims. I have the results of the first Skimble challenge for you, the skimbleshell challenge, and thank you so much to all our entrants. But before I talk about them, please allow me a moment of indulgence. Here's what I did with the challenge. One of the reasons I started presenting these challenges is also to give myself a bit of a focus, so I've got to enjoy some of the perks, right? Here's what I did. I made it into a house with a wraparound porch. If you'd like me to put it on the gallery, I can. It has some CC plants. I can remove those. I'm sorry. It's a 2-bedroom house, really. It's for 1 or 2 rich Sims and a butler. I actually have Brittany Cho living here in my game. As you can see, there's a big bedroom, ensuite bathroom, office space, living area, lots of room for dancing. One of the things I think I'm really proud of actually is I put the fridge in like a separate room. I just imagine there was a pantry there, and then next to it there is a ladder and it goes up to the second floor, and this is where I thought we could have some storage. I actually put the butler suite up here, so instead of having like a servant staircase like they would have had in like old houses, there's just like a little ladder in the pantry. So sorry butler, your rooms are not nice tech, but you know, they'll do. You got a little half kitchen and space to sit, fireplace. Please excuse the massive blue hole on the right. I shrunk down the pond from Get Famous, and it looks fine in live mode, but in build by, it just has this big cutout where the original size pond would be. So, the results. Something I wondered about is, would you like me to say what I would have done differently? Because I don't claim to be an expert builder. I like it, but you know, it's not like I've ever built for an expansion pack or anything. I often find myself thinking, oh, I would have done this or that differently, but I don't know if you guys want to hear that. So please let me know. So, the first one, highly commended, goes to I Love Cats, TBH. Me too. One's just come into the room actually. And I liked this one because it felt really homely. Like if you look at the middle picture there, it's just really warm and welcoming kind of vibe to it. I loved all the wood accents and things. It was converted barn. I think they did pretty well with the barn conversion style. And also upstairs, it's a little bit cramped. It's for parents and 2 kids. Well done with furnishing such awkward small rooms. I know there's not an awful lot you can do. I think you did really well with that. So good stuff. We also have a highly commended to Severity Reynolds, I'm guessing is how that's supposed to be said. They actually built a school, a functional school, and this was the only community lot submitted. It was nice to see someone made one. The attention to detail made me laugh in this one. Like in the principal's office, there's bunches of diplomas on the wall, there's a little pair of glasses on the desk. It felt very academic and I'm in charge. And there was some graffiti in the bathroom. They'd also made little bleachers. Sims can't sit on stairs, unfortunately, but it's a nice try, the little fake ones. It looks really good actually, so well done. And the last highly commended goes to CHDKO3, who in their lot description said it was Swedish inspired design. And I don't know much about Swedish architecture. I think they've done a really good job fitting heaps of bedrooms into such a small space. This is a lot for 6 Sims. But the most interesting part of this was actually the description of the family. You know, there's a couple who've adopted 3 kids all from the same mother and then had an accidental pregnancy by Don Lothario. If you want to put those Sims on the gallery, I would play with them. Like, that sounds really fun. So yeah, well done cramming all that into the shell that I presented. It looks really good. And the winner. Well done, Plum Gabby. I really liked this house. It was a modern one and it stayed on theme right throughout. I enjoyed the little built-in gardens. Like you can see under the stairs there at the back, there's a couple of squares, and also upstairs in the corridor. And also the chairs on the porch caught my eye. They've flown under my radar before. I didn't really use them. They're unlocked during the detective career in Get to Work. And I've always just kind of ignored them, but they look really good. with that table. Now I'm going to need you to contact me on Facebook, Reddit or Instagram because I don't know how to get your prize to you. I promise I have every intention of actually sending you the kit, but the EA app doesn't allow gifting. I tried to reinstall Origin and it keeps throwing an error. EA gift cards have to be redeemed in the country in which they're bought, and I live in New Zealand, so that's probably not going to work for most people. There are other keys and things available online, but they're usually a bit more. I don't really want to end up spending heaps more money on the prizes than I'd anticipated. Get in touch, we'll figure it out. I promise I'll get you the prize somehow or another. Right, the next challenge. Just a reminder of the rules. Every couple of weeks you get a challenge and a hashtag. I choose some winners. No arguing, no winning twice in a row, no CC. You can use tool. I just don't want items that I don't have in my game to be integral to your build. So you can like flip things up the other way and make them bigger or smaller or whatever you want to do, as long as the items are in one of the packs of the base game. And no bullying. So the challenge. Your job is to build a community lot for this lot in Del Sol Valley. My initial thought was park, but then I thought, no, like someone might want to build a restaurant or something. This is where Judith Ward's house was, and obviously I've bulldozed it for this. But I've always thought it was such a shame that it was a private residence, because if you have a look at the front of the lot here, there's this really lovely kind of steps and gardens and things, and so like Sims, well, I want Sims to come here, but if there was a private house, especially celebrity, living here, they probably don't want like strangers hanging around the front of their lot, and I just thought it would make a much better community lot than it would a private residence. Honestly, look at this view, like isn't that just gorgeous? I can see a wedding venue going quite well here, so any kind of community lot that you think would fit well there, I'd love to see. The details are, look, you don't even need to own Get Famous for this one. You can do it with just the base game. The lot is 40 by 50. Make sure that the orientation of it suits what you do. Please use the hashtag skimblepark as well as skimbleshell. Last time I had people using skimbleshell and or skimblechallenge, and it worked because it was the first one. But it's not going to work for much longer. You must include skimblepark in your lot description, and it would be nice to have Skimble Challenge too, just so that, you know, if anyone wants to have a look at the challenge entries in general, they can find your lot too. The due date is Sunday the 8th of October, so good luck and happy building, and I will see you in a couple of weeks.